Hey everybody, thanks for joining us out here again today on the VSO Gun Channel. Today we're taking a look at another air rifle. This one is a hot item fresh off the press from Airgun Depot. This is the Samyang Dragon Claw. This is a 50 caliber air rifle, and we're going to be taking a look at it right here, right now on the VSO Gun Channel.
As previously mentioned, the Samyang Dragon Claw is a pre-charged pneumatic air rifle capable of propelling a 50 caliber projectile at speeds comparable to that of a .45 auto handgun. We're going to get to that here in a moment, but first we're going to take a look at some of the features of this air rifle. The Dragon Claw comes in two configurations, the 500cc and the 240cc. The 500cc is pictured here and denoted by the dual expansion chambers located underneath of the barrel. The 244cc only has one. The rifle has two function modes that are dictated by the position of the charging handle when the rifle is cocked. The first stop is the low pressure setting, and pulling the charging handle all the way to the rear will put you in high pressure mode. The charging handle cannot be pulled to either position until the cross block safety has been deactivated. The Dragon Claw is a single shot rifle and is very easy to load. Simply move the collar to the forward position, insert a projectile into the chamber, and then close the breech. The furniture set of the Dragon Claw is actual hardwood and also sports a rubberized butt pad, although this is more for grip than it is for recoil mitigation. The rifle does have a little bit of recoil, but that is actually because of the vacuum created when the projectile exits the barrel and all the air comes rushing back in. Although the Dragon Claw comes with compatibility with standard 11mm scope bases, the stock iron sights are totally sufficient. Fully adjustable for windage and elevation, the rear sight is also removable. The front sight is a fixed blade. The Dragon Claw has a built-in manometer or pressure gauge indicator on the underside of the forward grip. To gas up the rifle, simply remove the non-threaded front cap and place your quick adapter and gas up the tank. The air rifle's trigger weight was quite respectable. The Dragon Claw is projected to produce 230 foot-pounds of muzzle energy and is rated and advertised for use against medium game, including but not limited to feral hogs, javelinas, coyotes, foxes, possums, woodchucks, raccoons, and similar sized animals. We're going to do our own testing, and we're going to meet you guys over at the range.
336 grain lead cast bullets.
.532.2, 516.6, 494.8.
Now we're going to do 3 at the low power setting.
468.7, 469.8. It's shooting a cone.
What was the speed?
466.7.
You always got to be tearing something up.
Now we're going to chrono our light loads. These are Air Venturi 185 grain.
.636, and we're starting out with the low pressure setting. We'll take 3 with the low pressure setting.
6383.
631.7. All right, go ahead and let's go to high pressure setting now. Significantly louder.
627.0.
Did it get lower? How's your air? Which air you got?
I'm still in the green. 614.8.
614.8. Okay. This is intriguing. I don't know what to say about this.
600.
600. All right. Well, hey, and you know, bring that in here so we can show everybody that we've got full air here.
All right, guys and gals, now that we've gone ahead and finished the initial chronograph on this gun on both the high pressure and low pressure settings with both types of ammo that we're going to shoot, we got a series of tests that we're going to do out here. First up, we've got a solid brick out there. We're going to see what this thing will do to that thing.
Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and shoot the Air Venturi 185 grain cast lead projectiles on the high pressure setting at our wonderful brick-like target down there.
All right, guys, we're down here at the 25-yard line with the brick and full power with the light loads, and it kind of just stained it a little bit, you know, trying to keep my shadow out of the thing here, but a little bit of a chip, you know, where it kind of, the lead kind of deformed and black out the side. But you know, I guess we're gonna have to upgrade to the heavier stuff, see if we can bust this brick.
Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and assault our brick again. This time we're going to be using the Air Venturi 336 grain cast lead wad cutter.
Yeah, somewhat, if I'm honest, underwhelming.
Okay guys, for our powder burning control, we're going to go ahead and shoot this brick with a 9mm because we think the brick's actually way harder than we initially thought.
Alright guys, so let's take a look at this. This is actually a slug we recovered from the Airgun. As you can see, it's nice and fanned out. I bet you this is one of the big ones. It looks like one of the big ones anyway. That thing is doing some damage when it's going through some soft tissue, that's for sure. And we were correct. The 9mm control shows us that the brick is actually a lot harder than we actually initially anticipated. The 9mm right here kind of sandwiched a little bit in there, but really it didn't disturb the surface all that much. I mean, maybe a millimeter of indentation there, and it obviously crushed some of the side of it out, but as far as actual surface damage, didn't do a whole lot.
All right, next up, we've got a 3/4 inch pressure treated piece of plywood. We're gonna go ahead and shoot both these rounds at it, see what happens.
Starting off with the light load, and we're gonna go ahead and go right to full power and see if this thing punches through that 3/4 inch pressure treated. I think you hit it. Oh yeah, right through. Backside, right through there. Didn't even slow down. Took a chunk out of the barrel even. I guess we're gonna have to shoot this on low power and see if it'll stop it.
Went right through.
Right through again. Now we can step it up to the heavy stuff and see if they've got enough kinetic energy to go through.
Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and shoot the 336 grains projectiles. I'm going to shoot them a little lower and try to get a different group, mostly to see if they go through the barrel as well.
Alright, so as you guys can see, we had enough to get through the pressure treated, but not quite enough chutzpah to make it all the way through the barrel on the other side. But there's a pretty significant dent there. It would probably still be lethal after it went through there.
336 grain wad cutter, low pressure setting.
And our barrels get so abused here, you know?
Yeah.
It definitely went through and did some damage to the barrel. What do you got there? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's barely deformed.
You could probably shoot that sucker again, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's a little crooked.
That's awesome.
And lastly, we have a destroyed car door that we harvested from one of the vehicles and my brother decided it was time to crash. So we went ahead and stuck it out there, and we're gonna see if this thing will punch through a car door.
I'm gonna fire 4 336 grain wad cutters. I'm gonna fire them towards the right side of the car door. I'm gonna fire 2 on the high pressure setting, then 2 on the low pressure setting. Then we'll switch to the light stuff and punch them into the left side of the door. That way we can get a head-to-head comparison of how they perform. So we'll start off with light.
You mean low pressure?
Low pressure.
With authority.
Yeah, they make some funny noise, don't they?
Dude, did you hit it in the same spot? I think you did.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna have to reset that door. You go ahead and reload while I Okay. You want to go to your light loads?
Yeah, let's switch to the 185s. Low pressure.
Try to put them in the center of the door.
Center of the door, aye.
Oh, that thing is hitting way harder on high pressure than it is on low pressure. I think our chronograph's broken.
Might be the sunlight.
Oh yeah. Powder burning control. Okay. Good, marked.
Yep.
So no low pressure setting on those? You didn't bring any 380 with you? Alright guys, we're down here after testing the car door. Bacon's going to go ahead and do the pointing. So go ahead and hop in there, boss. The only thing that we see that kind of came through on the back side of the door is the one of the 9mm rounds. So if you could point out the bullet holes there.
So this is the 9mm that went all the way through, and then this is the second 9mm hit, and it just cratered on the inside of the stamping.
So go ahead and flip the door over.
So as you can see, these two didn't even make it all the way through. They're cratered right there.
Those were the low pressure 185s.
Yeah, low pressure 185s. Big holes, high pressure 185s. Very similar to the...
Now those ones came back though. So those they mushroomed, hit the inside of the door, the second panel, and bounced back out because they're laying right there. So
yeah, and the same thing with the heavies. Some of the heavies are floating around inside the door. I think the low pressure's bounced out as well.
yeah, because I saw at least one big one laying over here somewhere where it kind of deformed and came back out. So the heavies are bouncing around inside the door like you said. So I would say that you're in a pretty safe place if you're inside of a car and somebody's got an air gun. At least, what was this, Cavalier?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
When they used to make cars out of metal.
So we've done a couple different air guns out here. Most of the ones that we've done so far center on the integrally suppressed gun that you can ship directly to your door. While this one can be shipped directly to your door because it's an air gun, it's a little unique, and not just because it's a big bore air gun as well. This is something that we've never done before. This is an air gun bolt. It's specifically designed to seal inside of the Dragon Claw so that you can fire this bolt, this arrow, out of your air gun. So these things are pretty unique. They're a little bit different than your typical arrow. These are, like I said, air gun bolts. So these are rated for a 22-inch barrel. They come in a 6-pack. Looks like they're from Air Venturi. Special thanks to Airgun Depot for sending these things out to us. They are specifically for the Dragon Claw. So, a little bit about the arrow. It has a sealing insert in the back that basically seals it in your barrel. The fletches curl down to engage with your rifling,
and they are weighted on the end and can accept standard points. So these things come with some field points, but for today's testing, we're gonna go ahead and lose the field points, and we have a hardened steel insert right here. This is actually from a Thunderhead broadhead that we've gone ahead and stripped the blades off of, so it'll pass through targets pretty easily. We're gonna go ahead and shoot this big honking thing at some targets and see what we can get through.
Okay guys, we're gonna go ahead and shoot the Air Venturi magical arrow things at our piece of plywood.
Holy crap. Did you hit the plywood?
I think.
Because I saw it hit the berm, for sure. We better go look. Alright, we were able to recover the arrow. Unfortunately, our tip was pretty mangled up, so that one's pretty much unusable. The arrow seems to be okay, with a little bit of damage on the fins here from where we dug it out of the berm. For the record, you can see the insert here is stuck in the target, went through this target, and embedded itself in that berm. What we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and reload, try to aim a little bit lower, and this time we're gonna use a field tip so that we can preserve our hard point for the last test.
Okay guys, we're gonna go ahead and shoot the field point at the board, but we're gonna place it a little bit lower, see if it goes through the barrel too.
Yeah, I saw it bounce down range.
I can see it from here.
Yeah.
It's,
that's a confirmed.
yeah, it's going pretty quick.
I'm interested to see if that second insert is stuck in.
I can see it from here. It's stuck in there.
All right, we'll go ahead and retrieve the board later. Let's move on to the next test.
Okay.
Wow, that was, I'm not sure if that was unexpected or not. I see goo, definitely see goo. Let's take a closer look. That is a long way to bounce. How's that arrow look?
Oh, it's done.
Oh, it's trash?
Yeah.
So, pop pack definitely busted here. So we definitely got some, definitely had an impact, but this is impressive.
Yeah,
impact there.
Did more damage than 9mm.
Yeah, it sure did. Split that piece off that brick. Well, man, there's only one thing left to see. We'll go through a car door.
Will it go through a car door? So, this brick has been giving us trouble this entire time. We haven't been able to kill it. Even our last gunpowder control didn't take care of it. So, we've upgraded the AK-74 just to get rid of that brick.
Effective.
It is good. Soviet Russia. Rifle. Break you. Magical arrow things versus car door.
I'm going to start off shooting the field tips. Yes.
The answer on that one is yes. Yes, it goes through a car door. Yes, it goes through a barrel after it goes through a car door. Hardened steel tip versus car door.
Yes.
Jesus Christos.
So if we look at this thing, if you look here, we've got, this is the first shot right here that it punched through, right? So this one we'll get to here in a second because it actually entered the barrel. This one did not. And I'm going to show you guys why it did not. Let's roll this camera around here. If I can get the lighting right here for you guys to see this. This is the one with the steel tip. And if we get in here, it hit another piece of bracket material on the inside of the door and went through it and stuck into it. That is lethal.
That is totally lethal. So that is this right here is the only thing that stopped that round. Bacon, can you go around the other side and pull it out? Are you able to pull it out? You might get it. Here, I'll hold the door. Oh yeah. Dude, that could be shot again. No problem. Easy. Yeah. Now, the one that went through, go ahead and peel that door back a little bit. Let's see where it came through. Right here. Right here is where it came through. Went in there. And I'm gonna bring you guys around the back because the field tip is protruding out of the back of the barrel. I don't know about your opinions, but that barrel is harder than a human being, for sure.
So we've been taking a look at the penetrating power of these magical arrow things out of the Dragon Claw. And to close this video out right, we're going to go ahead and fire this for distance and show you what you can expect at 75 yards. Thank you guys for watching the VSO Gun Channel and checking out this ridiculous gun with us. Screw the lead projectiles. This thing's definitely designed to deliver arrows.
All that gym time.
Some of these 185s are kind of boogered up.
Well, if you want to really know the secret, it's because they were sitting on the back of my truck and kind of didn't put them back inside the truck.
Oh.
Yeah.
The muzzle of the Dragon Claw is threaded and the end cap comes off. However, I'm unsure what this is used for. I don't know what it's used for. I don't know what the f*** you would use it for.
Giant suppressor.
I don't know.